The top free tools we use for finding cheap wholesaling real estate leads and having massive success in our real estate wholesaling business. What's up guys, Zach in here.
Rick in here.
And in today's video, we're ultimately going to break down the best free tools you need to use for wholesaling real estate and the awesome tools you can use to get free and extremely cheap leads for wholesaling real estate. I'm pumped up, I'm excited for this. I know this has been a highly anticipated video, so let's break it down, right?
Let's do it.
So I think it's really important to get back to the basics in wholesaling real estate. I really believe a lot of these gurus and real estate wholesaling influencers are trying to push people to go pay for these big expensive marketing, PPC, crazy Facebook ads to get wholesaling deals, when the honest truth is, if you're starting out in this business, even trying to get your first, second, third, fourth, heck, even your 10th deal, go back to the basics. Get the free tools that go out there, because a lot of these free tools are not being pushed by influencers, which means there's a really good arbitrage for you to go and pull out these lists, like stuff like probates, before you or me, like today, like who's talking about probates? Like nobody, right?
No, it's because it's just not super popular.
Well, you know why, right? Because the gurus can't sell you a probate course, right? They can't sell you something on probates, but we have to say it because we don't sell a course and we know it works really well. So let's go down the line and let's actually break down the best tools you need to be using for cheap to free leads, and let's break it down. So number one, probably my favorite skip tracing free tool out there that I use if I'm paying for a list and I need some free skip tracing there, is just TruePeopleSearch.com. I know you love it. TruePeopleSearch.com helped me so much when I was starting out. And for people that are paying money for driving for dollars, that maybe they got ListREI.com, they're trying to do it, or maybe they're just doing it on a pen and paper and they need to find someone's phone number. TruePeopleSearch.com is absolutely amazing, right?
Yeah, and I think a lot of times we overlook the free services, thinking it's going to be more cost-effective, time-effective to do the paid services. If you go out and collect like a driving for dollars list or something like that, and you got like 40, 50 leads on it, honestly, it's probably more cost-effective just to do the free search, because you're going to find like 70 to 80% of them are actually free. So you got a little bit of time on your hands, you're just getting started out. Guys, some of the best ways to do is to learn using the free tools, because you have a margin of error. Once you start paying, your margin of error goes down to zero. So I would definitely take advantage of it.
So my favorite free tool is, I know one of your free tools, and this is kind of a gimme, but your local county's clerk of the court, like the physical location there, or just going online and going to public records. Guys, I don't know why people don't talk about this, but if you just go to your whatever county clerk of the court and you just search public records, or you go in person, you can find tax liens, probates, water shutoff. If you go to the utilities department, if you go to code enforcement, you can go out there and get the code violations list. This is probably one of the biggest things ever. You go to the evictions, divorce lists. There's just a wide array of lists, the credit card debt lien list. I can go forever. The clerk of the court is like Disneyland for free and cheap leads, right? And it's absolutely crucial for you to get it. And the most important part is, as a tax-paying citizen, you are privy to this information.
I agree. So the clerk of court's where you're going to get all your government-appointed court leads, your probates, your evictions. You should be able to pull your tax delinquency list there. Now, you're going to get some pushback and resistance because people just walk in the door. It's just easier to tell you no than for them to get up and get you the list. So kill them with kindness, be nice about it. One of the ones that's often overlooked, so your clerk of court is all of the court-appointed leads. You can also find your property appraiser's office, and their job is to keep a record of every piece of real estate in their county. Let me repeat again. Every piece of real estate in that county is on the property appraiser's records. My recommendation is you start with a phone call. Actually start with their site. Do you know you can download an entire block, an area, a grid? And in the old days, before we used all these list services, I used to go in there. We took in the old CD discs, and I'd pay $25 and I would get 100% of the county records for $25. Ooh. That was 180,000 plus properties. So guys, this is public record. It's all shared information. The question is how you get it. All this information on the properties comes from the property appraiser site. Most of the time it's less than $50. They do charge you like a service fee to put it on a USB drive, but it's the most accurate information and it's almost free. So guys, give it a shot. Like, you can take that information. The real challenge is it's up-to-date information, but you got to figure a way to sort it. That's where you can bring in someone through Excel. That's why we like using ListREI.com and stuff like that, because the amount of energy and time it takes. But an often overlooked piece is going to the property appraisers as well.
Oh yeah. Another really good free tool is like using Facebook or Instagram and just JVing with people. I think Facebook groups is a really good way to get connected with other like-minded wholesalers. Just connect on deals. You'll have wholesalers just send you deals. A lot of virtual wholesalers in your market that just need your help, especially if you're really good at finding cash buyers. So JVing is a really good tool. I can tell you right now, one of the best free tools is the Google suite of products. Google Maps for drawing for dollars, Google Voice for cold calling, Google Sheets for doing the Google Excel, is doing like the Microsoft Excel for free.
And how much does the Google stuff cost?
It's absolutely for free. It's insane.
Use it.
Like, you don't have to pay for Microsoft Word anymore. Sometimes, like with Google Docs, it's probably even better because you can
I like Google Docs like better, especially for sharing with people.
Yeah, you can even collaborate with people. Next here is Facebook Messenger. If you can't get a hold of your seller, Facebook Messenger is amazing because you can actually go out there and message sellers, and there's a really good chance they actually look at it. You know, you got a John Smith, you're driving for dollars and you can't get a hold of him, you can Facebook message him and there's a really good chance they actually look at it.
Yeah, it's so. If you're like me, I don't even know how to set my like Facebook Messenger, and it's dinging all day, and it's just full of messages. So think of a motivated seller. If you want to get a hold of them and they're ignoring text or phone calls, a lot of times they will dive into their social media, and a lot of times you can tell if they've read it or not. So that's an often overlooked and free technique you can connect with motivated sellers.
So a really good tool is something I've been preaching for a long time here, and this is reverse drawing for dollars. This is when you get your notepad out and you actually write on like a sticky note and saying, hey, this is Zach, call me back, put a phone number. Go out there, find the probates, the code violations, the tax liens, the pre-foreclosures. Specifically, pre-foreclosures are my favorite, and not driving around looking for properties, but actually going like a delivery person and actually going and putting a sticky note on the door saying, hey, my name is Zach, give me a call back. Sticky notes are practically a free tool to do, but the favorite software I have for this is be like a delivery person. You have a list of like 100 addresses, 50 on like a Saturday or Sunday. I'm not gonna name a specific one, but just do free delivery route like tracking service, and they'll go tell you, hey, go to 123 Main Street first, then go to 123 4th Street, and do like, it'll tell you to efficiently do your route like a USPS driver. I'm just telling you right now, you'll get so efficient at reverse drawing for dollars. You can literally, for the cost of like $100 of direct mail, you can get that done in like a couple hours. And I'm telling you, it's a lot better than direct mail.
And they're 100% gonna get your message. So.
And there's almost a 100% chance they're calling you back. Like, hey, who's John and why is he trying to call me?
They're calling you either way, so why not?
Yeah, like if you have, hey, this is John, call me on your sticky note at your front door, you're gonna be like, let me call this person, right?
Exactly.
So, guys, in direct mail, you have a very small amount of people that are calling you back. Just imagine you get almost 100% callback rate, right?
Correct. So just make sure you answer your phone when they call.
Not to mention Google Voice, you can set up a voicemail, do the whole thing, right?
Yeah, no, that leads perfectly into that.
Next here is probably one of the best comping tools that I think you almost coined the phrase, right? Is cash flow comps. You love cash flow comps. This is basically sort of the 1% rule, right? Where if you don't really have comps for an area and you know the property is going to rent for $1,000 a month at most, you divide that by 1%. So $1,000 a month would be a $100,000 comp. Now this asks the question like, how do I find how much the rent is? Well, there's a free website, Rentometer.com. I think you get like 4 or 5 and then you got to pay it, but do like an incognito, you'd be fine. But Rentometer.com is a great tool for finding cash flow comps and seeing how much the rent is.
Yeah, I mean, Rentometer it's pretty much spot on. And what Zach's saying, like the 1% rule, I learned that a long time ago. But if you know the rents and you don't know the comps, you can still price it out. And that's most likely going to be a landlord type property. And they want to know what kind of return they're going to get on it. You've got to know what the rents are.
Yeah, even ZillowRealtor.com will give you rent estimates, so those are really good tools. Next one here is Podio. I cannot stress this enough. Most people think you have to pay for Podio, but if you're under 500 leads or contacts, Podio is absolutely amazing, guys. Go to freewholesaling.com. We have a free Podio tutorial, actually how to set it up, and basically a CRM, which basically you can store all your leads, and it's absolutely crucial for your wholesaling success. Last here is Zillow for sale by owners, and basically Zillow in general. So Zillow for sale by owners, I mean, I'm kind of a big junkie when it comes to that. Is I can tell you right now, Zillow for sale by owners, if you're cold calling it, it's an amazing list. It's not the easiest list in the world for cold calling, but it's free. There's no skip tracing. Zillow provides the phone numbers for you, so it's absolutely a critical one that you can go out there and call these Zillows. Freewholesaling.com, we teach exactly how to do it. If we're gonna add some more Zillows on here, you go to Zillow for rents.
Mm-hmm.
You can cold call that list, and you can actually find a ton of cash buyers doing that. If someone has a rental property, even finding hedge fund buyers, you go to apartments.com, call the property management companies, find them. Guys, at the end of the day here, there's so many free tools for wholesaling real estate. There's no excuse for you to make your first $100,000 absolutely for free for wholesaling real estate. Hey, like, you can even go out there, put Sharpies on bandit signs. It's almost free to do. Like, it's super cheap, guys. There's no excuse for any budget out there, especially when you want to use these free tools. You can go out there and change your life for wholesaling real estate. I know it changed our lives, and you can scale it up from there.
Yeah, and use the free tools first. It will help you through a learning curve. It'll give you a better understanding. And as you learn and earn, then when you get some of these flips coming in, you can take that money and allocate it towards more paid services so you can scale up your business.
Definitely. So guys, change your life today. Use these free tools to change your life for wholesaling real estate. Guys, go to freewholesaling.com. Literally everything for wholesaling real estate. I call it like the Netflix of wholesaling, but here's the funny part. You usually have to pay for Netflix, but here's the cool part. It's absolutely for free. Kind of close to YouTube of wholesaling. But guys, go to freewholesaling.com. Everything you need about wholesaling from start to finish from me and Rick, we share it all there. Check it out. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. This is Zach signing out.
This is Rick signing out.
Have a blessed one. Thanks, guys.